When light awakens shadow, every reflection fights to take its place. For Lulu, that fight is only just beginning. I officially need to stop touching mysterious jewelry. Whoa! It's like a million me's had a party without telling me. Welcome to the city of mirrors. Hold on to your hat, or your hair, or basically everything. Okay, are these people? Or just my choices staring at me? Both and all. Beware the whispers, they test your courage. The city was unlike anything I had ever imagined. Towers of pure, polished glass spiraled into a sky filled with silver, swirling clouds. Every surface was a mirror, but each one showed a slightly different version of me. One reflection had longer hair, another was wearing a different shirt, and a third was juggling. It was dizzying. As I walked down the glowing streets, the reflections watched me, their movements just a fraction of a second off from my own. It felt like walking through a crowd of my own ghosts. Then, one of them stepped right out of a building's facade. She had vibrant pink hair and a huge, friendly smile. Hi, need directions. Or a snack. Definitely need directions. Snacks optional, but yes, bring snacks. She giggled and pointed down a shimmering path that led toward a massive central plaza. The air hummed with a strange energy, and I could hear faint whispers all around, like secrets being told just out of earshot. Bibbo zipped around my head, his tiny wings buzzing. This place is the heart of the Echo Realm. Lulu, it's where all possibilities, all the what-ifs, come to life. Be careful what you think here. Your thoughts can literally take shape. Great, I thought. Just what I need. My anxiety's getting a physical form and asking to borrow $5. We followed pink-haired me through the dazzling streets, the world shifting and glittering with every step we took. At the center of the plaza, a council of my reflections stood waiting. They were dressed in long, glowing robes, their faces serious and ancient-looking, even though they were, well, me, the one in the middle, taller than the rest, had eyes that seemed to hold starlight. She stepped forward, her voice echoing through the plaza. Stranger, you've disrupted the balance. The shadow that follows you awakens stronger with each step you take in this realm. Shadow, stronger. Wait till you mean my evil twin is stalking me now. That's exactly what it means. The mirror leader nodded gravely. The shadow is your counterpart, born from the choices you didn't make, the fears you didn't face. Your presence here gives it form and power. To prove you belong among us, to prove you can control the power of the necklace you wear, you must face the trial of truth. Suddenly, the ground beneath my feet trembled and split open. A grand staircase, carved from crystal, descended into a hall of endless mirrors. Each one shimmered with a different light, a different scene, a different me. There was a brave me, a scared me, a doubtful me, and even a triumphant me holding a trophy. I gulped. Great. A hall of mirrors, with my own drama starring me. I took a deep breath and walked down the steps. The air in the hall was cold and heavy. As I moved, the mirrors came to life, whispering memories aloud. Every choice, every fear, every dream. Face yourself. I paused in front of one mirror. It showed me failing a math test in school, the red F burning on the page. I felt a familiar sting of shame. Another mirror showed me walking away from a friend after an argument, leaving her crying on the playground. The regret felt as fresh as if it had happened yesterday. I made mistakes, but I also laughed. I helped. I tried. I remembered helping my neighbor find her lost cat and the time I stood up for a kid being picked on. As I focused on these moments, my necklace began to glow with a warm, steady light. The mirrors responded. The dark memories faded, replaced by bright ones. A glowing path of light formed on the floor, leading me through the labyrinth of reflections. Whoa, she's actually doing it? The path lit my way forward, and I felt a new sense of confidence. I wasn't just my mistakes. I wasn't just my fears. I was all of it, the good and the bad woven together. But just as I started to feel like I had this under control, the floor mirrors began to crack. Thin, spider web-like fractures spread across their surfaces, and a creepy red mist started seeping out. That's new. And not welcome. The mist swirled and thickened, coalescing into a familiar, terrifying shape. From the mist, Dark Lulu emerged. Her eyes glowed with red malice, and her shadowy cloak billowed around her as if caught in an unfelt wind. She had my face, but twisted with a cruel, confident grin. Brave words, but only one Lulu may remain. I stood my ground, my heart pounding, but my fear was different this time. It was sharp, focused. I'm not afraid of you anymore. Light her up, or something heroic like that. She lunged, and the battle began. Shards of mirror flew through the air like daggers. The reflections in the walls distorted into monstrous shapes, their whispers turning into shrieks. I dodged and weaved, using the light from my necklace to create protective spheres that deflected her shadowy attacks. Your shadow doesn't scare me. I'm the real me. I yelled, pouring all my conviction into one final push. A brilliant pulse of energy erupted from the necklace, slamming into Dark Lulu and throwing her backward. She dissolved into smoke and was sucked into a single, jagged shard of a broken mirror, which then fell silent. The hall returned to normal, the mist vanished, and the mirror leader appeared before me, her expression unreadable. You've passed the trial, but the balance is still fragile. This world is just one of 7 connected to the Echo Realm. The shadow you faced is a symptom of a much larger imbalance. To restore true harmony and put the shadows to sleep for good, you must find the 6 keys of light scattered across the other worlds. 6 more, so this is just the beginning. Yep, adventure package, 7 worlds, 1 girl, 0 refunds. My head was spinning. 7 worlds, keys of light. Before I could ask another question, the city around me began to fade. The mirror leader, the plaza, the glass towers, they all dissolved into shimmering particles of light. I woke up with a gasp, sitting on my bed. Sunlight streamed through my window. Was it all a dream? But then I looked at the mirror in my room. It was now fully cracked, a web of fractures covering its surface. A faint red and blue energy pulsed from within the cracks. Okay, 7 keys, 7 worlds. Let's do this. Bibbo materialized from the necklace, a tiny, glowing hologram hovering in the air. And remember, snacks are optional, but bravery isn't. As I looked out my window, the moon seemed to shine with a silver light, and for just a second, I thought I saw shadowy figures watching from the sky. Dark Lulu was gone, but her presence lingered. Next time on Lulu and the Worlds Beyond, Episode 3, The Storm Library, where knowledge is power, and danger lurks on every page. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for the next adventure.